All right, hello everyone. It's day number 6. We're out here still at the Salton Sea on the east side, and we're going to be riding on the east side of it all day today. It's another 80-degree day with a slight breeze. It's about noon, well 12:30 here, so the sun's overhead. I'm going to show you, here's the post location where we finished yesterday, riding for the rules. Today is day 6 for our personal rest time. Oh, just about dropped my bike. There we go. So all this work we're doing, I gotta have rest. Let me get on my bike here and I'll explain more. So Joe's down the road there. He's already gotten started. I'm gonna catch up here in a minute, but I wanted to give you a view of where we're at. There comes a car. That's what we'll be dealing with today on this road. It's not a major highway, but there'll be some traffic on it. But it's a nice, smooth road for a change. I've been on some bumpy roads lately. All right, here we go. This ride should take us about 3 hours. All right. Semi's ahead of me, cars behind me. Here we go. One hand on the wheel as I attempt to do this. So we're just outside of Mecca, California. Crossed there yesterday. Some guys out here in the field here. There's some agriculture here. There's a lot of date palms. Imagine this place in the summer. It's going to be sweltering for making dates. So I'm only attempting a one-handed ride today because I'm on this nice smooth road. Not a lot of traffic around me, except for this diesel coming behind me. There we go. Generally people are pretty good out here. We have some really cool tail lights and headlights that our biking experts recommended. Thomas, Kyle, everybody back in Performance Bike in Dallas, South Lake. These guys were awesome. We spent 2 weeks with them getting outfitted for this 100 days. And they pulled together the expertise of everybody in that store and all their stores around, and got a checklist put together for us of everything that could go wrong, and we prepared for that. So one thing they always stressed was making sure we had good tail lights and headlights so people could see us from afar. And that's what's keeping us safe on the road today. Flat tires, yeah, we got some super awesome tires on these things. Unless the only reason we would slice the tires if we went over something pretty sharp. And then we have really thick tubes. We haven't had any problems yet, but if we do, we've got extra tubes here in our packs so we can, and the tools. So we just pop a new tube in, get going, and we've got about 8 spare tubes back at the RV, really thick ones, just in case we're not near a bike shop. We've got extra chains, we've got extra pins for our derailleurs, we've got extra spokes, and of course we've got an awesome support team back in Dallas, so you can call Thomas and Kyle anytime and ask them how to change something or fix something. We're actually heading to a bike shop today. My nephew Matthew, his bike has been out of commission for a few days because of the shifter, and we took a link out of the chain. We did all kinds of things to adjust the derailleur ourselves, but in in the end, it was a little tiny part that took it down. And we found a bike shop about 45 minutes away from here. Alright. So I'm going to unclip before I fall over.
How about now? When I do, when does that, when I...
Joe's taking a phone call here and trying
Does it work now?
to stay connected.
Okay, well, here's what's happening. This little thing...
So yeah, Matthew hasn't been riding for 3 or 4 days because of that shifter, but we changed out the shifters completely and shouldn't have any more problems. But you know, his bike has really good bones, and we'll just slowly upgrade it if we need to. But it's in pretty good shape. I think I'll be riding with this maybe tomorrow. Here we are at Skips. So today is day 6. We're riding for our personal rest time. We've been doing a lot of work over the last 5 days to get our bodies in shape, using all these different muscles, working hard. And I'll tell you what, last night I just needed some personal alone time. We got 4 people and a dog living in an RV together for the first time. And it's been a lot of adjustment, and you just don't get a lot of alone time. So I'm happy to be riding for this today. Personal rest time is really important for all of us. It's the natural balance to the work that we do every day. It's important for everybody to have that time to themselves to reconnect to their higher power, God, or whoever it is, the universe. Reconnect with themselves, to stay grounded and centered and focused and balanced. It's important to take that time every day if you can get it. My time used to be in the morning when I would commute into work. It was about 60-mile commute in, so I had an hour in the morning, an hour at night to have that personal time. And now I'm getting that time on the bike when I can. And last night I was able to actually eat my dinner and watch a little James Bond, which was that's how I like to spend my personal alone time, is watching a good movie. So I hope you guys think about that today as we ride. Think about how you can reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your higher power after all the hard work we do, because that rest is important to balance out the hard work we do. You run your engines for 14, 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day, they're going to burn out. So we're learning about that also as we pedal for an hour. It's important to take a break and just stop. Okay. So lots of people have been asking what we're riding for, and the name of this ride is Freedom Ride 2316. So freedom means a lot of different things to a lot of people. So I'll tell you what it means to me as I go along here on this ride. But I may not understand that until the end, because that is the purpose of this ride. For me, it is to get out here and express my freedom, in the sense that I feel that I need to be out here riding this bike right now to get some answers in my life. Instead of sitting at my computer desk, for whatever reason, that's what the universe is telling me, or God is telling me, so I'm out here. And it's not easy to exercise that freedom. I had to quit my job 3 months ago, yesterday. Had to look at our financial security and look at that in the face, sacrifice that security. But that's what freedom's about. It's hard work. You got to work hard to get out there and do what you feel that you need to do, feel that you were born to do. That's what I'm doing. Joe up there, he's got his own reasons. Matthew has his own reasons. And Dina, our support person. She's my aunt, Joe's sister. She has her own reasons, and we're all actually, we've all just kind of come together to do this trip together because we're on that same journey, trying to find what that freedom is. So what we're hoping is we can share our journey along the way and maybe inspire others to take that journey, figure out what they're born to do and what their purpose is in life, so they can live a poised and balanced life, one filled with happiness and peace. So I appreciate the questions coming in. Keep them coming in, guys. I appreciate the love, the support. Appreciate you tuning in, sharing this journey with us. We're just two guys out here pedaling. And it means a lot to have people online and supporting us, helping us through this journey, and we hope in the same way that we can help anybody that's watching. Maybe you'll have an inspiration. So you can find out more about some tools that we have to kind of break you out of your box and help you think about your life so you can start that journey toward personal freedom. Our first post on this ride was we rode for the beginning. We rode because we're freeborn. It's the first thing you got to know. Once you know that in your heart and your core, start taking the other steps. And that's what we're going to be revealing the rest of the 100 days. I guess 94 more days after this one. We've got 100 steps that man right there is put together. He's been on his journey of personal freedom for 30 years. A lot of wisdom, a lot of good stories, and a lot of good formulas that he's broken down into simple, easy to understand concepts to help people take that journey. I've been hanging out with this guy for over a year now, and listening to it, trying to understand it. And I read his book. It's called The Storm. It's about his life experiences that led him to break out of his box at 25 years old. He was Welder America up in Evanston, and he was making what would be the equivalent of about $350,000 a year today. That's what he was making back then. That was about the time I was born, 38 years ago. And he had some things happen in his life, a lot of hardships that really asked him, or helped him start thinking about his life and asking the hard questions. Why am I here? What's my purpose? And as he sought those things out over many, many decades, he's found the answers in scriptures and in other people that he's met along the way. And he's a great guy looking at pattern recognition. He can recognize patterns in almost everything. Business, love, scriptures, whatever. He's trained his mind to do that, and he's captured his formulas in that book called The Storm. The Storm is a free download right now while we're riding across America. It's on our website, and the website is born, born26.com. Born because we want people to be able to do what they were born to do. Number 2 and 6 have a great meaning to my Uncle Joe up there and to me. 2 is God, the number for God, the number for Bob, the number for Jesus. or the number for your higher power. Number 6 is the number for man. Put them together, that's God with man. BornGodWithMan.com. That's what that means. So if you go there, you'll get a free you can sign up to get a free download of the book. It really is free. All we require is your email so that we can ask you for feedback later on. We hope you'll read it. It's not perfect. He's spent probably somewhere around 5,000 hours writing it and editing it. But you know, he's an entrepreneur, not an English major, and there are mistakes in it. But we hope you guys will read it. Since it's free, read it. Only thing we want back in return is some feedback. Did it help you? Is there a period missing? There's a place to leave comments there at the website, or you can go to our Facebook page for the storm, which will be launching soon, and you can leave the feedback there. It's really a great book. It changed my life, and I'm here today because of it, taking this personal journey. I can't say enough about it. It took me about 6 months to read it because the information in there is just so dense, in the sense that it asks you to ask yourself some really, really hard questions. That takes time to think through those, fill them out, and find the answers. So, yeah, give it a try. It's a PDF file, so you should be able to read that on your computer, phone, whatever. And yeah, give some feedback. We'd love that. So we're at about minus 200 feet right now. So you go down into the lake or into the Salton Sea there, and it's even lower. It's incredible to be below sea level riding. That wind, we just have a nice stiff headwind, but it's keeping us nice and cool. I think we're going to have to change our logistics for the day. It takes a lot more time than you'd think to, get the logistics done for 4 people and a dog. Taking care of the RV, maintenance on the bikes, making sure we eat 4,000 calories a day to keep up with these bikes, because we're burning about 2,000 calories a day on a ride. So we're still figuring that out, getting the process down, and which is why we're out here a little bit later today, starting at 12:30. But I think as we go across the Mojave Desert here, we're going to need to start earlier, maybe around 6. So we'll be moving the RV tomorrow. We try to find a place where we can keep it for 3 or 4 days, so we don't have to spend as much time packing up and moving things. So if anybody knows any good RV spots along the way, shout them out. The map is at our website, and I'm working on a way to, we have it planned out in Google, the whole route, and I'm working on a way to share that so people can just see the live route and zoom in and see where the towns will be going through. We also have the posts planned out for most of the way. My wife Tina is still working on that, getting it done. Thank you, Tina. So we've got GPS coordinates for about 60 of them now, and so you'll be able to see as we go where those posts will be. So if you're nearby, come out, ride with us, come out, shake our hands, come out, get a hug. We'd love to see you. We're meeting lots of people along the way, and it's great to just be out here loving everybody. We don't have any sponsors. We're not getting paid for this, so this is all about love, baby. Love for ourselves, getting out here and following our passions, and love for others, getting out here and sharing a message that everybody can be free. Got a little bit of a hill coming up here. So we're starting to rise up so you can see the Salton Sea. Our RV park is on the other side of it. Pretty much a completely big shot from where we're at now. In a little town called Oasis. I'm very glad that they have a jacuzzi, because my legs really hurt, and surprisingly my shoulders are usually numb by the end of the day, because what we found out is you're supposed to hold yourself up with your core on the bike, but my core sucks, so I've been holding myself up with my arms and then of course stressing my shoulders. So I'll be working on that, doing what I learned in CrossFit from Jinsei, my coach, sucking those ribs up and in, trying to keep that core strong. Alright, well, I'm going to sign out for a little bit, but if I find something interesting along the way here, I'll get back on. Thanks to everybody that's joined in. Follow us on Freedom Ride 2316, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and born26.com is where you can get more information about the book. You can see how to support us, where we're going to be. We'll be posting things there, and as soon as we get these logistics figured out, we will be posting a daily blog there about what each post means to each of us, and we may even have a blog there for Kai, our dog, our mascot. So more to come as we get things figured out, but appreciate you being here live with me today. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.